It is always the most beautiful time of the year when all the flowers are blooming and everything seems bright and ready to be welcoming. In today's video, for part one, we are going to decorate my bedroom and shop our home. So let's get started. Country Home Decor, where you will find DIY thrifting and creating charm. I picked up these thermal curtains from IKEA. I've had them in my collection for quite a long time now, so a good few months. So I thought today, as I'm thinking of refreshing the space, I would add them to the windows. Now, I have these linen ones up. I actually made these curtains myself, but I thought it's time for a change. They were 1750 and they got these beautiful florals on the actual background of this light sort of brown. It was originally $35. Found them in the clearance section. So I thought they will work really well. I didn't realize it was a pair. I guess I did not read the instructions very carefully. It's only after opening that I soon realized I got two. So which means it's going to fit the windows nice and it's going to be full. I thought I'll use the gathering hooks, but I think I decided it wasn't going to work for me. When I tried it out with the gathering hooks, it made them a lot more longer, and the curtains are already long for the windows. So I don't mind them dragging because they're supposed to kiss the floor. I don't mind them being a little bit longer either because this window can let in a little bit of a draft at the bottom. So it does help with keeping that draft away. If you notice mine's in the corner there, you can see it literally just slightly over kissing. So I decided was to use the poles as is, and I thought the loops here will work with it. It seems to go in quite easily as it can move smoothly on the pole without being caught. And I think the gathering, because it's four, it's going to work. So I wouldn't have any issues. So I'm going to go ahead and load them up. And let's see. I'm doing this with one hand. And I must admit, it's sliding through. I do like the threaded factor that they've added here. So, yeah, I think I will definitely like them once they go out. So let's see what happens. Shopping my home now, what I'm going to do is to change out the vessels and the dried stems and some of the faux stems as well. So I'm going to give it a good old clean. This is my side of the bed. And I'm also going to do my husband's side also. Now he's a bit more fussy. He doesn't like anything too big on his side of the bed. So I don't fuss. I just try to, please him in that particular way. So I'm using these Provençal vessels here. These are from France and they're French style, obviously. And I'm using some dried flowers on my husband's side. These were fresh and they were dried hydrangeas with some fresh green stems. So I've put those on his side of the bed. Again, it's the same vessel, just a slightly smaller version of it, both of them from the same store. Now, give the whole bed a bit of a clean out. I'm actually cleaning out a little reading nook in the bedroom also and refreshing the stems as well in here against this small side table and then one at the bottom. Again, just to keep it all fresh and vibrant. Nothing is bought, all fresh from my home, from all of my collection. Here is my side of the bed with this beautiful vessel. Again, such a charming vessel. And I think it works with the color of the curtains that you can see there already, as well as the stems. And the bright green and blue again works because I think everything is working in harmony. And I love this. It's nice and simple for my husband. As I said, it's a slightly shorter version, and he doesn't like too much stuff on his side of the bed. So I've already made up the bed by this stage. So I didn't really change anything. Now, this particular quilt here is a handmade quilt that I actually made myself, and I will link the video down below. The vessel on my husband's side previously, I've put it next to the telly here. So here is a final look of the room. Do let me know what you think of it. It's a quick refresh, but I still think it brings about this beautiful, charming, peaceful nature. And let me know what you think of the color combination that I used throughout the room. Again, trying to keep it very harmonious as well as connecting. And you can see the quilt here laid out on the bed. It is just thrown over. And I think it looks gorgeous. Again, working in harmony with the color concept that I actually use to bring the whole look cohesively together. And again, adding that softness and charming appeal overall to the room. Well, thank you for joining me today on Country Home Decor. I hope you've learned something and you refresh your room for spring using all of your items. Here is that beautiful quilt displayed on my sofa, which is interchangeable with this lovely scallop edges. If you'd like to learn how to make it, again, the link is in the description box for you. Bye for now. Happy thrifting and creating charm in your home. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.